feeding our rescue crew, feeding all the officials. And yourselves, ladies and gentlemen, take that opportunity to get yourself some tucker as well down here. The Mussel Kitchen out of Coromandel here has got the new mussel fritters with New Zealand green lipped mussels available down here. The Baxter's food vans as always, plenty of drinks, and we don't want you to get dehydrated either. So we'll be going to Group B, Group A, and then we'll be having a lunch break. But we now reset the clocks to go Group B racing. The A and B driven boat with Sam Gray at the helm, Mike Allen from Carterton doing the navigational duties. The crane fisherman is Sam Gray. Mike Allen is the forestry worker. These guys new to the sport and going out super aggressively at the moment. So Sam Gray, as we said, new into this sport, just setting up for this hairpin. A lot of people have a lot of trouble around there, and I think half the time it is a mental issue getting in and out of there. But it also takes style, it takes grace. So Sam Gray at the helm and doing pretty well out there at the moment. Split these two, make your way to the other side of the course, around the bottom, just thrashing the boat. So Sam Gray with a 55.147, that's a really good time for the rookies here for the 2019 season. During the dinner break, ladies and gentlemen, or during the lunch break, you'll get an opportunity to get into the pit and paddock area, get up close and personal with the drivers, the navigators, the crew chiefs, have a really good close-up look at the boats. And kids, quite often these guys have posters and stickers. Get them beside them, get your photo with them. And, well, all drivers and navigators and indeed all of the crew chiefs, the teams, love having you in there. There will be no smoking in the pits, no alcohol allowed in the pits either. So, the Dilemma Machine out on track with Sam Tweedy and Darcy Redstone. The last time these guys out, it was a fairly ragged run. Sam Tweedy, the new father, pretty happy to throw this boat into some interesting positions. Really drives very aggressively this run so far, looking a lot smoother than we saw in the early part of the day. Nicely through that hairpin. Gulf Oil's on board as a sponsor there, got right off it. Is that an engine issue or is it a navigational error? No, something's certainly wrong with that boat. They're making their way back towards the pits there. They'll stick it up on the trailer. Obviously a warning light came on the dashboard, so Sam Tweedy just decided not to keep it going. They're expensive engines to repair, so he'll take that back to the trailer as we now go flounder pounder style racing. Ollie Birder is at the helm. Millie Simmons. It's actually interesting. Millie Simmons is Dave Simmons' daughter. Dave Simmons driving the Unlimited Superboat. Jacob Simmons driving another Unlimited Superboat. And Millie doing the navigational duties here. Ollie Birder, all part of the same family. It's a huge family. So Ollie Birder in his rookie season as a driver. Millie Simmons will be stepping into the driver's seat next year from all reports. So Ollie Birder looking good out there at the moment in the flounder pounder, the heavily restricted Group B category. Oh, you just heard that engine rev limiter just popping as they bogged it in on the exit of the hairpin. So it is the flounder pounder into this sharp left-hander. They can really open up the apex to that one, so not as tight as some of them are taking there. Ollie Birder found the nice line through there. Just easy through the finish chute there with a 54.777, 54.777. the number of the beast, +1. Chris Rasmussen in the professionals coming up next. Oh, it's starting to warm up. How good is this weather? I told you we had a chat to the weather gods earlier this morning. We did the anti-rain dance. No, we've got Chris Rasmussen and Holly Sutherland out in the outer course at the moment. A pair from New Plymouth. Chris, the real estate agent for the professionals. Attraction sign and design. Steve Hildred Motors, Max Pennington's Auto City. Very, very well presented boat, this one. Love the colours on it. Rub on the starboard quarter, the rear right hand side of the boat on the tyres. Oh, too deep in there, got onto the tyres. So Chris, well, you'll have to sort that one out for next one. This is qualifying 4. You don't want to be making more mistakes like this as the day's wearing on. This is the sort of runs that we would hope to expect, that they are minimising these little mistakes, but it is always difficult driving these boats. Rubbed up on the tyres on the far side. Chris Rasmussen with a 56.205, so lost a lot of time. He's actually gone slower than he did previously, and rubbing up on the tyres a couple of times in that lap, one around the hairpin, one around the bottom, and one to the far side of the track. Just pulls the momentum out of the boat, slows everything down. So Tim and Debbie Headhouse in the liquid addiction machine from Ofonga, currently second in the overall championship. So a third in NZ in the 2016 season, currently 2 in the 2019 season. They are 80 points at the moment, a few behind. So this is that opportunity for them to really stamp their mark on the 2019 Mouthfresh Jetsprint series in the Group B category. You can see Debbie pointing her husband into the right way. Better than going the wrong way up the long way, or the long way up the wrong way. Into the fast part of the track, just keep the pedal absolutely mashed, squeeze every last ounce of energy, of horsepower out of this Group B engine. A smooth drive here so far for Tim Headhouse. This will be a good time for Tim, and a 53.930, so good run. Hayden Wilson currently leading the championship. The man from Wanganui, Tim Headhouse, close on his heels. Tim and Debbie Headhouse, the boat we just saw on track, really want to have a great run here this weekend to be able to put them within striking distance of for the final round down in Wanaka on the 20th of April. Also down there that weekend, I do believe they've got the Warbirds of Wanaka on there, but if I have got that wrong, please don't go shooting the messenger. So it will be Craig Shaw, Outer Limits. Craig Shaw and the Mullet Man. Grant Humphreys doing the navigational duty after Stu White had a little bit of a dilemma first thing this morning. Couldn't quite work it out. So that means that Grant manages to get into the silly seat. So got some good information out of the pits from our pit reporters down there regarding Sam Tweedy. We'll get back to you in a minute with that after we watch the Outer Limits machine with Craig Shaw and the Mullet Man qualifying for Group B. Craig Shaw over the years has had a lot of trouble getting this boat to be reliable, and this season really starting to make that positive step forward to the pointy end of the field. The Outer Limits machine looking the goods at the moment. So Craig Shaw across the line into P2 with a 54.312. Hey, we just got news regarding the yellow dilemma machine with Sam Tweedy. They blew a muffler. Is the conversation we're getting out. So as soon as that just started making some noise, of course they weren't aware that it was the muffler at the time. Heard lots of rattle, lots of bang, a lot of carry on, decided, well, we're not sure what it is, we'll get off the power. They've come in there, so that'll be a little bit of double-sided sticky tape, some WD-40 and potentially duct tape to rectify that one, maybe some zip ties, of course all of the big technical engineering situations that we use in the world of jet sprinting to repair boats. As we now go to Beaver reliever, Carl Beaver, J. Amon. If you might cast your eyes back to last year, ladies and gentlemen, these guys in their rookie run, the boat had a decent crash and Jay, in fact, broke her arm and competed the next few rounds with her arm in a cast. So certainly one tough lady. So Carl Beaver, not going too bad at the moment. With a 52.255 straight to the top of the table. So Carl Beaver rips one out. Had a bit of an indifferent day so far today, but that one is just stamping some authority on this Group B deal here today. Don't forget to slip, slop, slap, ladies and gentlemen. The sun will get to you. Make sure you put on that sunscreen. We don't want to see people overheating, overburning and going home with sunstroke. All right, so the next boat to face the starter will be Bevan Schuler, the builder from Schuler Concrete. Also Transport Diesel Services and the Sign Group. Grant Gibson doing the navigational duties here. The boys from the Naki. Rotakari Rodent is the name of this boat, and Bevan Schuler, whoa, gee, he turned that one. Most guys are straight lining it. He just turned in a little bit too tight into that right-hander. Had to steer back out of it again to keep the boat on course proper. So Bevan Schuler and Grant Gibson. Looking too bad out there, just need to tidy up a few lines. Very, very smooth around the speed bowl and into the nut. This is a Group B qualifying round number 4. Splitting the islands. Now to the far side of the track. Now the big sweeper to finish. Bevan Schuler with a 55.745. Well down the list at the moment and well behind the time of Carl Beaver, who posted a 52. So there's a large difference there, some 4 seconds. So Bevan Schuler really going to have to work hard if he wants to get to the pointy end of the field today. The next man out is your local, ladies and gentlemen, Hayden Wilson from Wanganui. Greeksy doing the navigational duties. Engine Rebuilders, Wanganui, J&B Contracting, Creative Aluminium and Woody's Engineering, the man currently leading the Group B Championship. Was first in this championship in 2015. Wants another championship medal, another championship trophy, and he's going the right way about it. For this Mouthfresh 2019 season, the White Noise vessel. It is a Stinger with an 8 1/4 Scott pump. Yeah, he seems to have worked that hairpin out very nicely indeed. The retro style helmets on this pairing from Wanganui. pushing very hard indeed is Hayden Wilson, certainly finding the right lines. Not going to be quicker than Carl Beaver. Hayden Wilson gone backwards, 54.558. So he's gone quicker. He did a 53 earlier. So, yeah, Hayden Wilson doing something, well, not the way that he would like it, I would say. They'll need to be having a look at during the lunch break to have a look at the changes that they can make to the White Noise vessel if he wants to maintain that lead in the championship. We now go to Girl Talk. Kelly Manel, Cherie Patterson. Number 3 in NZ last year. They'll be wanting to get further up to the pointy end. Haven't had the best of it so far. They're into P5 in the overall championship. The primary school teacher from New Plymouth is behind the helm. The administrator is in the navigator's chair. Brought to you by Mouthfresh, Engine Rebuilders, 0800 My Engine, Cut Price Rentals, Westview Aluminium, The Sign Group, CPSL and Refuel Container Cafe. Really starting to pick this up. So Kelly Manel is a world champion navigator some years ago, and over the last few years found herself behind the wheel of a Jetsprint boat. Interestingly, when she first came into the driver's position, she came off the trailer during a test and tune day, and her husband Leighton had put the steering around the wrong way, so when she went left the boat went right, when she went right the boat went left. Kelly Manel with a 57.436 finds herself right down the bottom of the timesheets at the moment for qualifying round number 4. So really going to have to work on a lot of things here if she wants to be featuring in the finals. Next boat out to face the starter will be the Egmont Industrial Supply vessel of Daniel Buttercup Reid. All right, just got information. Warbirds of Wanaka will not be this year. That'll be next year. So great to see that getting the people up here in commentary just to set me on the right path, make sure that I'm imparting the correct information. It is Jasmine Webster from Wanganui doing the navigational duties here in 3rd time lucky. Buttercup currently 4th in the overall championship. So Daniel Reid is the man out on track at the moment. His previous best time is a 54. He'll be needing to get that down into the 52s. Oh, wow, wide out there. When Buttercup was here at the last round, he could not get anywhere close to nailing that hairpin. He's run wide, gets it up on the tyres. That's cost him half a second right there. So he's really going to have to drive very smooth as silk from now to get through and get to the time that Carl Beaver has posted, which was a 52. Is that a mountain too high to climb? At this stage, I would suggest so. So Buttercup and Jasmine with a 54.737 and find themselves into 5th for qualifying round number 4. So yeah, just went backwards there. Cost him a lot of time up on the tyres at the bottom part of the race course. All right, so we are now going to the B-driven boat with Bryce Barron at the helm. Bryce Barron from Carterton, the farmer. Off the line now in the rookie season. The navigator is Sam McKinistry. So great to see Sam getting... Oh, and he's thrown it out. Wow, we saw a good look at the underneath of that Stinger hull. Really oversteered it. Managed to, by sheer luck, land it back in the water and continue on. I dare say Sam McKinstry's heart would have been going a bit faster. Manages to hook it in and out of the hairpin okay. So Bryce Barron, the crayfishman from Carterton, being super aggressive out there. Good to see these guys really pushing very hard indeed. After that little bit of a mistake in the early part of this lap, certainly not letting it get to them, just bogged it down big time around that left-hander. That'll cost them valuable time. But Bryce Barron and Sam McKinstry are posting a time of 56.182, so right down in P9, but certainly plenty of things they can tidy up for next time out. That winds out qualifying 4 for Group B. We'll reset the clocks and go qualifying Group A in just a minute.